seeing the sorcery department, the Ovos return back to the third prince because the third prince stayed in Spot to read through that actual documents. He gets onto them for their actions and behaviors and tells them to actually read through the documents. And he's absolutely praising the main character for his skills and abilities and intelligence. He wants the main character by his side. He's very much showing it. And the third princess reminds her brother, hey, this man has somebody. So back off, brother. This man does not back off. I'm telling you this. This man does not back off. He very much wants this main character to his side. He's like, well, I'll just find the main character's partner. And yes, maybe the person's high status and position might not get me the chance to move the main character to our country, but you know what? I will just find this man, and I'll get the main character to come to me. Like, I am not kidding. This man wants the main character. But yes, he does get onto them for their behavior. Like I said, they learned about the school, and they want to go to the school. And the main character's like, okay, I'll have everything prepared and ready for you guys to go to the school. He wanted to make sure that the Holy Maiden and the Crown Prince wouldn't be there. He fears the only reason why the third prince and the Ovos want to see the school is not for the school system and things that they're doing for the children, but to see the Holy Maiden. And they do kind of have plans for them to be introduced to the Holy Maiden, but not to this point, especially when she's not prepared or ready to be introduced to foreign diplomats. So they bring them to the school once they know that the Holy Maiden and the Crown Prince won't be there. Who is there is though the secret second prince. The third princess and the third prince don't treat him any different. They know his status, his true status, and they treat him with grace and care. He's not afraid of seeing them. He's afraid of seeing the main character because, again, he absolutely adores the main character. He idolizes the main character. I'm pretty sure he kind of has a crush on the main character, especially when you read his point of view. But still, this dude is shocked. The little Sundari child, who was the main character's caretaker, when he sees the main character, he gets onto the main character for not coming and saying hi to him when he arrived, being all pouty and a little upset about it, and making sure the main character comes and visits him way more. And he promises to come see this kid. And the Ovos mistake the priest of being the main character's lover, his betrothal. Because again, the main character was wearing the colors of the male lead's eye color, and the priest has the same eye color as the male lead. So they mistake the priest as the main character's lover. Yes, it's not great. It's a whole mess. Male had returned home, and he returned home right after his argument with the main character without specifically telling the main character anything. He just went home, which, horrifies and shocks the main character, and the main character doesn't hear from him for days. Because Mele doesn't communicate anything. But the Mele had to return home because his parents learned about the betrothal outfit he had gifted the main character, and they had some questions. They're actually really excited and happy for the Mele, but they want him to answer some stuff for them. Like, they thought their son would never marry, and knowing that their son picked a partner, they're very happy. They just want to know about the Mele's chosen partner, and that is it. And they want to make sure the Mele knows they're very supportive of his relationship. Because same-sex marriages are supported in their country, and they wanted their son to know that they feared he would never get with anyone, so they never pushed any relationships. And now, knowing he has chosen his person, they believe the main character is the Mele's soulmate. They also wanted to get onto the Mele who had already been accused of and terrorized by his butler. They also are going to get onto him for what he did to the main character, which is not telling the main character about the whole betrothal outfit. They want to basically rip him a new one over that. So the Mele's sister is not happy to learn that their parents are very supportive of the Mele's relationship when they were not of hers. It took forever for her parents to agree to allow her to marry the aide to the director of the sorcery department. She's very furious at this, so she runs away from home to go to the main character's and Mele's house to bully the main character, but she doesn't do anything. She just tells the main character that the Ovos had sent a betrothal offer to the Mele, and specifically the Mele's family, for the fourth princess. The fourth princess is 4 years old. They don't typically know how old she is, and the offer was turned off, but she just does this. She just tells the main character the offer was made. and that's why the Melody was sent home, and he might not be coming home. That's all she does. But she later apologizes for his bullying, and the main character's like, what bullying? I don't remember you bullying me. So another problem comes across with the Ovals is when the third princess attacks the child genius, full on attacks him out of jealousy because he works with the second command and she idolizes this dude. Finally, have no choice but to introduce the second command to the Ovals, and this man can't keep his mouth shut. He basically reveals the main character is another worlder to them, full on tells them, and basically tells them that the main character was kind of the one who came up with this idea, come up with the whole traveling from one world to another, or the movement thing, the movement magic thing. So yeah, this kid's more of a eye on the main character than originally. They wanted to keep all that quiet, but now they cannot keep this quiet because this dude cannot keep his mouth shut. It was hilarious to watch the Melody's cousin try to keep the dude's mouth shut by holding it closed, but it wasn't really working well. Like, this kid was babbling. And remember, the second in command of the sorcery department is literally the same age as the main character, and he acts like a 5-year-old. The notations are not really going well. Like, they want the movement information, but at the same time, the Ovals know that they have a more upper hand compared to this country, because again, this country doesn't have all the benefits and information as the foreign country does when it comes to magic and magic tools and magic ores. So yes, this is going to be a mess. Even though the third princess and the other Ovals really badly want this stuff, it's still not going to go well with notifications, but they are planning to try to settle it. And the third prince actually outright admits that he was hoping to arrange a marriage between the Melody and the fourth princess. No one's happy when they learn this information because, again, everyone kind of knows the main character's in a relationship with the Melody, and this is very much displeasing the main character because he thinks the third prince knows his relationship with the Melody and is kind of basically fucking with him. But, again, the third prince does not know. He does not know the main character and Melody is together. He thinks the main character is with the priest. While he's also eyeing the main character up because he wants the main character at his side, and he also has feelings for the main character, and his sister keeps going, stop it, you dangerous illicit man, stop trying to cause an affair. Like, this is a whole thing, it's hilarious. So Melody finally returns home, and the main character's like, well, we can finally talk, and I want him to tell me to my face about the engagement offer, except when he asks the Melody how it went with his family home, the Melody lies to him to his face, and the main character is upset with this and runs away from home. Because again, these two cannot communicate with each other at all, and it's typically the Melody's fault. It is the Melody's fault. I don't care what anyone says, it's the Melody's fault. The main character runs away, and the Melody, instead of chasing down the main character and talking it with the main character out and explaining everything to the main character, instead goes to the secret second prince to tell the secret second prince to keep an eye on the main character, tell the main character that he's looking for, he wants the main character to return home. And the dude's like, why don't you just talk to the main character and things out with the main character? And he's like, I can't do that. And he's like, seriously, why am I in the middle of your guys' relationship? It was hilarious. Like, this poor dude is very much getting stuck in this love girl all the freaking time. All 3 books, this poor dude is always stuck in the love girls.